Hello everyone and welcome back. Buckerbread96 here with another Magic the Gathering Commander deck profile. This list is going to be for Ayula, Queen Among Bears. This is a mono green bear tribal, so keeping in theme with my previous lists that are all monocolored. So far I have reviewed Cherix, the mono blue tribal crab deck, Duretti, the mono red goblin pope artifact deck, and now this one. So a few things to note is that this is a proxy deck. From here on, I guess for the next few lists, they will be proxy lists because they were gifts from the person who got me back into Magic after a very long time, so they mean a lot. And I've actually never played this deck before, so moving forward, I'm interested to see what all is in it, what kind of interactions can happen, and how it plays, which I'm hoping to get that gameplay recorded on the channel here soon. But with that aside, let's throw some bread and get to the list. So as far as the land or mana base goes, it's rather small than what I'm used to. It only has 24 lands, these of which are the utility lands. So let's take a look. Arcane Lighthouse, Balin's Tomb, which is Ancient Tomb, Bosiju, Who Endures, Castle Garenbrig, Cavern of Souls, which is just really good for any creature archetypal deck, Dryad Arbor, Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, Oran Reef, the Vastwood, and Rogue's Passage. So that's interesting. I actually have that as sort of a side land for my crab tribal. And of course the other lands being all basic forests. Obviously you gotta have that green mana to play those green spells. At the top here we have some really excellent looking bear tokens. This is a bear themed deck, so I'm going to be making a lot of 2/2 bears. And then now the commander. So Ayula herself, because she is the queen of the bears, only a 2 cost, so really cheap for a commander, which is a 2/2 herself. And the ability, whenever another bear enters the battlefield under your control, you get to choose one. So you either put 2 +1/+1 counters on target bear, or you have a target bear you control fight target creature you don't control. So that's pretty interesting. You can either make your bears bigger by giving them more +1/+1 counters, or you can force combat. Very interesting. Now then, starting off just like my previous deck profiles, I do have the rest of the deck split up between carb types and subtypes. So I'll go ahead and get through the creatures first. And this is another creature heavy build, just like I like it. Still digging through here. Maybe I shouldn't have tried that one-handed. But anyway, there we go. I got it. Yes! Score! Alright, so lots of creatures, love it. It is green, and a ton of ramp, which is also why the mana base is only 24, because I imagine this deck is going to ramp a whole lot, as is green's whole deal. Like, that is what green does. So, Arbor Elf, Birds of Paradise, Boreal Druid, and by the way, shout out to proxy magic cards, because you know what? The game's too expensive for everyone to enjoy at a higher level, because, you know, the best cards are always the most expensive. So, you know what? I'm all for proxying. Let's go. Elvish Mystic, Fyndhorn Elves, Llanowar Elves, so we have all the mana dorks. Universal Automaton, I actually have this in my Duretti deck, but it does have Changeling, so it counts as a bear. Ashcoat Bear. And here we're getting into the bears. Boldovian Bear. Bear Cub. Aw, that's adorable. Forest Bear. Grizzly Bears. Got all the bears. Guardian Gladewalker. So not a bear, but Shapeshifter and Changeling. It counts as a bear. Same for Masked Vandal. And I'm assuming Metallic Mimic. Yes, it enters as the chosen type. Pretty interesting. We got some typal I guess fodder, if you will. Mother Bear. Priest of Titania, so that's more ramp. Runeclaw Bear. Spectral Bear, so we got some ghost bears too. The Werebear. Wilson, the Refined Grizzly. Woodland Changeling, Alpine Grizzly, so that's a pretty cool looking card. Caller of the Claw, Circle of Dreams Druid, Dragon Scarred Bear, pretty awesome artwork on that card. Eternal Witness, Owlbear Cub. Oh, so we got one of the Dungeons and Dragons cards. That's really cool. If you know D&D, you definitely know the Owlbears. Realm Walker, Sylvala, Heart of the Wilds, Ulvenwald Bear, Beast Whisperer, Goreclaw, Terror of Kalsisma. Hopefully I didn't butcher that pronunciation. Karametra's Acolyte, Roaming Throne, Timur Sabertooth, Ashea, Soul of the Wild, Great Oak Guardian, Craterhoof Behemoth, and finishing it off with creatures, Rampaging Yaogua. I'm really not sure how to pronounce that one, but really cool. And that is it for the creature spells. So a ton of creatures, but that's the whole point. You want all of those bears onto the field as fast as possible. So for the rest, I guess we got a few enchantments here. Not too many, but pretty nice amount. One Planeswalker, Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. And now into the enchantments, Carpet of Flowers, Cryptolith Rite, Season of Growth, Sylvan Library, Words of Wildling, Abundance, Allurin, Guardian Project, and now some auras, so they attach to creatures and lands and different things like that. Fix the lighting, there we go. Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth, and Bear Umbra. So one Planeswalker, some enchantments, and a few auras. Really, really nice. Solid. Moving on to artifacts. Chrome Mox, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, Cloudstone Curio, Lifecrafter's Bestiary, Erratic Portal, Vanquisher's Banner, and the Great Hinge. Very nice. That is a huge artifact for the deck. I can see that being very powerful. And then now lastly, finishing things off with the instants and sorceries, but starting with sorceries, Bala Ged Recovery, Harmonize, Natural Order, Creeping Renaissance, Grizzly Fate, Turn Timber Symbiosis, Green Sun Zenith, Finale of Devastation, and now the instants, Worldly Tutor, Benefactor's Draught, Beast Within, Return of the Wild Speaker, and Chord of Calling. That does it for the deck profile. It really looks fun, I'm not going to lie. It looks like you ramp out very quickly and you get board advantage via a ton of creatures that your opponents aren't going to know what to do with, and that's just fun for any Magic player. So I'm definitely looking forward to testing out this deck, seeing how exactly I work with it and what I can do with it, and I will let you all know in the future. Until next time, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more awesome tabletop content, and until next time, play some games.